MENT, Trestolone, 17A methyl 19 nortestosterone. This was a special request. Somebody on the comment section of one of my other videos, I think it was an androgenic one, asked for me to make a video about MENT. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't going to make one because I've never personally used it. I know about it. I've read about it. I know of people that have used it. I haven't. For various reasons, and we'll get into it. But for me personally, the benefits don't outweigh the side effects, so I've stayed away from it. But we'll dig into it. We'll take a look at it, and we'll talk about it, and I'll give you my 2 cents on it. Why I personally haven't used it, and where I think it might be applicable. But we'll look at the actual science of it first. So, mint trestolone. Let's dig in. Properties of trestolone. It is a 19 nortestosterone anabolic steroid. It's a nandrolone derivative. It's very, very similar to nandrolone, as the bros call it, DECA and NPP. Um, it is really the only thing that's different from nandrolone is the modification at the methyl group C7A. It's a little bit different than what this does is make it orally available. It's a little bit different than the other oral steroids at where it's modified at. Uh, this modification also gives it an extremely stronger anabolic and androgenic reaction in the body or action in the body. Okay, it was originally tested and researched for male birth control and androgen replacement therapy. It never made it past clinical trials, or it was never marketed or used clinically for in humans. So it never made it past the testing phase. There's reasons for that. We'll get into it. It is a strong anabolic and androgenic. Holy fucking shitballs. Androgenic rating of 650 as compared to test, and an anabolic rating of 2300 as compared to test. Now we know these ratings aren't always true in application. This is on paper. It does some other really cool stuff too. It does not bind with SHBG, sex hormone binding globulin. So SHBG has no effect on it, which will also increase the potency of this steroid, which is really fucking cool. It also does not convert to the more androgenic DHT via the 5AR enzyme. Keep this in mind. 5AR inhibitors, Propecia, finasteride, whatever, won't work. Okay, they don't block the conversion to DHT since it doesn't convert. So if there are androgenic sides, you can't block them. It binds strongly with the progestin receptor, like tren. Uh, it also can convert to methyl estradiol like D-bol through aromatase. Methyl estradiol is fucking nasty. It is estrogen on steroids. So if you have problems with estrogenic sides from estradiol, you're going to love this one. Effects of Trestolone: increased protein synthesis, increased nitrogen retention like other steroids, strong muscle building action, drastic increases in strength. I've heard of people having crazy jumps in strength in just a couple weeks with this stuff. Reduces sperm count. This goes to reason since it was tested for uh, birth control, male birth control. You would want a lower sperm count. Side effects of Trestolone. Here's the rub. Here's where this is why I don't use it. Strong methyl estradiol side effects, gyno, bloating, a strong AI is likely required. I've heard people say don't take it unless you're using letrozole. And if you've ever used letrozole, it makes you feel like shit. I hate letrozole. I've used it contest prep. I've used it at other times because I have had crazy issues with gyno. I've had two gyno surgeries and it just keeps coming back. So that's why I stay away from this. It also has a strong binding affinity with the progesterone receptor. Okay, this can lead to gyno in prone individuals. If you are sensitive to progesterone, this is gonna fuck you up. It has a stronger binding affinity than with the receptor than tren does. Uh, it's weird how tren works. Some people are sexual animals on tren, others get limp dick and low sex drive. It's going to be the same with this. If you have problems with tren or nandrolone, this is going to be 10 times worse. So yeah, I'm sure it worked as male birth control. Low sperm count, you don't want to fuck, and your dick won't get hard. That'll definitely keep you from having babies. It is liver toxic as well since it's methylated. Another lovely side effect. The effect on the liver is stronger in the oral form than it is in the injectable form. Infertility would go to reason that if it was marketed as or tested as a male birth control pill, that it would cause infertility. I have read that some places that the infertility might even be permanent. If you want to have kids, I wouldn't roll the dice with this. It is 12 times more suppressive to HTPA than tests. Fucking crazy. 12 times more suppressive than tests. Anybody who's run tests for a long time and has come off knows that it takes a while to get your test to come back. So if it's 12 times more suppressive, it may shut you down permanently. Yeah, guys that are worried about cycling on and off, think about that. You're going to be on TRT potentially for the rest of your life if you use this shit. Decreased bone mineral levels in testing. This is one of the reasons they never brought it to market is that it caused osteoporosis in men. That's fucking crazy. Men don't get osteoporosis. Applications for Trestolone. It is supposedly great for size building. It'll put crazy size on you and great for strength chain gains if you're willing to sell your soul to the devil. This is like signing a deal with the devil at the crossroads. You're going to potentially never be infertile for the rest of your life, grow titties, have a limp dick, and no sex drive. But god damn it, you're going to get huge and strong. I don't know. Is it worth it? I don't think so, but that's my 2 cents. Half-life. In the oral form, it has an incredibly short half-life. It's almost unusable. It's another reason why it was probably never put to clinical use. 4-hour half-life, which means you would have to take it 5, 6 times a day for it to be effective. There is a UGL version of it. This is usually what you'll see. It is an acetate. Keep in mind, this is done by, renegade chemists. It was never, as far as I know, it was never clinically tested this way. So who knows if it actually works the way it's supposed to work, but the acetate has a 3-day half-life in theory if it works that way. I've heard that it does. I've never tried it, so I don't know. Cycles and doses. So what I've heard is a beginner dose is 100 milligrams per week. Intermediate dose is 200 milligrams a week. Advanced dose is 300 milligrams a week. Dosing is very similar to tren. I would imagine, well, if it's a acetate, ester, you're going to want to do injections every other day. Women, I don't know how it would be applied to women. I probably would just stay away from it in general. Supposedly has doesn't have masculinization effects. I don't know. My thoughts, never used it. I'm never going to, especially at my age. Not worth it. I am not taking a chance with it. In theory, it is one of, if not the strongest anabolic there is. Research has shown that it was 10 times more anabolic in action than test. This is not the anabolic androgenic rating. This was in research. People experience 10 times the anabolism that test produces. With the side effects that you have to take such low doses, it probably is a wash at the end of the day. Uh, in practicality, it probably isn't that potent, especially with the UGL stuff. Who knows, you know, what you're really getting. Other concerns I have, if it blows my mind, got bodybuilders will take everything known to man, experimental or not, but then when they go to the doctor, they don't want to take a damn blood pressure medicine or cholesterol medicine. They're worried about how that's going to affect them, but they'll take shit like this. Big concern for me would be that it never made it past clinical trials. Um, the nasty estrogen side effects, the methyl estradiol, which is same as D-bol. D-bol fucked me up. I would not want to mess with that. Uh, uh, Causing osteoporosis? Jesus Christ. Why would you want? Why would you want to roll the dice with osteoporosis as a man? It's liver toxic. In theory, it should be milder than other things, say the anadrol, as far as liver toxicity. I wouldn't be crazy concerned about that, especially with the injectable version that should reduce the liver toxicity of the methylation. I would only consider it. These are the only situations I would actually consider using it. Um, if you're a young dude in great health, you've gotten your blood work done, and you're hell bent on getting your pro card, but you're just not quite there. You can't get over the hump. You can't get over the hump. You've put in your time in the gym, your 10 years. You're just like right at the cusp of getting a pro card. Then maybe I would consider giving it a whirl. Even then, I don't know if I would. That's just my thoughts on it. I would not roll the dice, but if you're at the edge of a pro card and this is your lifelong dream and ambition and you will put your life and health at risk to get there, then it may be something to consider. Thank you for watching my video. Hopefully this was helpful. Uh, uh, I am happy to make more of these, but you got to like and subscribe my channel. And everybody's watching my videos. Nobody's liking and subscribing. Please like and subscribe. It helps the YouTube gods and motivates me to make more videos. Feel free to ask questions in the comments section. I am happy to answer questions. Um, if there are other videos you would like me to make, please let me know. I would be happy to do so. And follow me on Instagram at Paul K. Barnett. Have a great day.